The lesson.
Oh yeah.
If the cipher was in 2018, I think it was like that Triple J cipher was 2017, 18. But basically, so that means that everything that we've talked about in relation to body bag media, that's happened over a span of only like 12 months in total.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, bro. Bro, like, put it this way, bro. Like, because I was still in the middle of building the studio at this time. Like, I was pretty, like, I got my own bedroom at my parents' house, obviously, but, like, I was building the studio in the garage. And, like, I was sleeping on the lounge out there, bro, passing out my computer table. Like, I pretty much lived out there for 3-4 years. Like, I barely slept in my bedroom, you know? But, like, I was just pumping out work nonstop. As soon as I get back from the clip, I'd go home, fucking sit there, smash it out as fast as possible just to make sure everyone was happy with it, you know? And then all of a sudden, I'd probably have to start another one and another one. Like, I was doing trips to Sydney back and forward, like, at least, there'd be sometimes I was doing trips to Sydney at least 3 or 4 times a day back and forward from the Central Coast. And that's 1.5 hour trips to 2 hours, depending on which part of Sydney. Like, and yeah, bro, I was pumping out a lot, bro. Like, it takes a toll on you a little bit.
And that's where I was going next with it. So you've had this incredibly red hot run for, you know, a year or so, year and a half. And then things started to wind down to a point where would you say you took a bit of a hiatus?
Well, so that's more like 2019-ish. So like after 2017, 2018, because towards the end of the year we did like the Get Body tour. At the end of 2017, we did the Get Body tour. And then in 2000 and I think that, was that 2017, maybe 2018? Because in 2018, I remember one of the gigs was in Perth, and that was near end of the year, and I nearly wasn't gonna go, because fucking one of my exes was having a whinge, and I was just like, and then like we ended up breaking up because like I wanted to keep going with music, and obviously, you know, it's my passion and that. And she ended up breaking up with me. I was like, all right, well, fuck it, I'm going to Perth. And I was working at the time, like I was subcontracting for Telstra, doing doing shit for like NBN and whatnot, and just like doing traffic controlling and getting a bit of money on the side when I could, you know. And then so that's about 2018, but then 2019, that's when things started to die down a little bit because I don't know, mental health started declining pretty badly. It's pretty shit to say, but you know, I was hitting the Xannies real hard, hitting the prescriptions real bad, and yeah, bro, just started going downhill pretty bad. But yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, bro. You know, mental health, bro. It's after like spending, like, bro, I used to spend so much time in that studio, and like I'd be there like half the time, either people around me or I'm one outs. Like I'm up all night, sitting there editing like on the lounge, and then passing out, having a nod, and then I'm waking up and I'm getting back into it again, like, and I'm just, you know, pumping it out as much as I could. And like, I should have, at that time, because I was going through a lot of mental health problems, bro, like, and a lot of personal stuff started coming up from my childhood. And like, that's when it started to play games a little bit more with your head and stuff like that. And, you know, just, that's why I guess I just resorted to, you know, eating prescriptions and taking it to like a real bad way and stuff.
Now, through listening to to music, Oz rap particularly as of late, last few years, and talking to certain artists, it appears that like drug use and mental health issues is really prevalent. I guess amongst the youth of today in Australia, in particular, it seems like the young Oz rap audience really relates to the music where artists are talking about substance abuse issues, depression, anxiety, etc. Now, as someone who's, in the Oz rap game and has had some of these experiences themselves, what do you feel is the things that are really contributing to, the youth substance abuse, the mental health issues, etc.?
Bro, the youth substance abuse it's not because of rappers, bro. Rappers are telling story, but none of them are out there saying, all right, go on, pick up that needle, fucking shoot up, People used to say like Husky, is the reason why people take drugs and blah, 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 blah. Bro, if you're taking drugs, you're taking drugs because it's your own fucking fault, Everyone like, bro, I'll be straight up, bro. I know like I've got addiction problems and stuff like that over the years. But at the end of the day, like it's come down to my own self, I'm not listening to music and thinking, oh, this sounds like a great idea. I'm going to go out and do this, Like, what happens if some rapper goes, all right, if they tell you to jump off a bridge, like, they're going to go and do it, They're not going to go do it, But it's, like, obviously, some kids, the younger ones, I feel like they take it in a different way to what it is put out. See, where artists are talking about themselves, what they're going through, like, like I'll sit here and I'll talk about like bits and pieces about myself, bro. Like, but I'm not sitting here gloating on the fact that like I've done this and I've done that or whatever. It's that, it's not good, bro. Like, it's at the end of the day, like, bro, first time I got introduced to prescription drugs was through my doctor. I was 16 years old. I got put on Zoloft, and from then on, bro, it made things worse for me. But then over the years, they started feeding me more and more and more, and then it became an addiction, bro. And then that started helping to me, which I thought, but at the time, it was fucking me up. It was doing the wrong thing completely. Like, I was trying to block out shit that happened to me as a child and that. Like, and it didn't help at all. It was just pointless. If anything, it was hurting the people and my family and my friends around me. And, bro, I realized, like, I had to pull my shit together because, like, when it comes down to it, like, your own self and I don't know. It's just drugs, bro. It's a very touchy subject with a lot of people because everyone's got their own way in life. They've got their own story, bro. Like, I've got mine, you've got yours. The boys that are here with me, they've got their own stories and stuff like that. Like, at the end of the day, bro, fucking, it's life's life. Like, I'm sitting here drinking Hennessy, bro. Like, drinking alcohol. Like, at the end of the day, it's a substance is not just like drug abuse isn't just like drugs, bro. Like, look, alcohol, bro. I can just go and buy that just downstairs. That's by the government. Cigarettes, bro. Look at that. Like, everything, all that type of shit, bro. It's just when it comes down to it, like, it's all around us, and when it comes down to it, it's either some people are gonna do it, some people aren't. But the mad thing is now, medicinal marijuana, bro, that's been hectic. Like, I stopped smoking pot for ages, and I only just got prescribed. And honestly, bro, that's helped me out a lot. Cause like, I've like on the hiatus I took, bro. Like, I went downhill pretty bad. And that was halfway through 2020, I think, when COVID was going on, and then. I ended up moving to Sydney to sort my shit out, and like that took a while and whatnot. Like unfortunately, like bro, it sounds bad, bro, but like I was a mess. And like I lost love and passion for the music because I how do you put it? I had to use drugs, bro, to keep up with the work that I was doing because I was getting pumped with work, bro, non-stop. And half the time I wasn't getting paid for it. Like, and when it comes down to it, like, um, you know, people can use it like what I've just said against me or not. At the end of the day, you're your own person, and when it comes down to it, like mental health is a massive thing in this country, and it's not it's not looked at properly as much as it should be. Like it's disgusting. And like I'll be honest, I tried booking myself into rehab beginning of this year, and they told me, "Oh, we can't see you till." So this is in January, and they said we can't see you until we don't want to like we can only book you in to have like a meeting with you in March. And I'm like trying to get in January, bro. And I'm like, what? So I can't even get myself booked into rehab so I can sort myself out. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like I'll do it myself. And I did, bro. Like I'm happy where I'm at now. Like I was, like, bro, I was down to 75 kilos, like just an absolute mess, bro. And I'm not proud of it. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I bounced back, bro. Like, as the fans can see, Bagsy's back to being Bagsy, because I lost who I was. And bro, I haven't been this happy in fucking years, bro. And it's hectic. And, mad cunts, boys. But,
And I guess like you know, telling us as much as you feel comfortable telling us.
mm.
Can you give us any detail into the sorts of substances that you were abusing, and what is it that made you want to stop?
Yeah, like I had bro, in all honesty, I had a bad problem with prescription drugs, and it, that they they ruined me, and like I still feel the effects and the problems from it, bro. Like I still struggle, you know. Like I haven't been to rehab or nothing like that. I've gone to see my doctor and whatnot, and I've had seizures over the years, bro. Like I've ended up in hospital. Like like had a seizure in the studio, and I've like smashed my jaw, and like come to inside somehow, and I've got blood dripping out of my mouth and whatnot. Like it's bad, bro. Like and like I don't want like the kids these days, bro. Like they think it's cool to do drugs. Back then, I know for a fact. Like I know I was being stupid because like when I was on the Xannies and that, I obviously I was probably on live streams, and I would have been like I would have been smashed in that. And I look back at that now, bro, and I think I that's disgusting. Like I hate myself for doing that. Because that's nothing to be proud of, bro. Like. But when it comes down to it, like I wasn't doing drugs. Then this is the all right. So this is the main part that I want to be like put into this. I wasn't doing prescriptions and like taking as many as I was just because people think I'm in the music scene, and they think I'm fucking trying to be cool, to fit in and all that sort of shit. Like I've got demons, bro. Like when I was younger, I like my parents have only just found out and stuff, but like yeah, like if you catch my drift, bro, like it was at a young age, bro. you really meet your demons when that happens. And yeah, bro, like when I was growing up, that I blocked it out somehow because just trauma, it happens. And then I got to a certain age, and then something triggered me, and I was at a shopping center. I don't know how, and all of a sudden I just had flashbacks, and yeah, that's where it just put me on a downhill ride for a little while, a little bit of a roller coaster. But yeah, bro, like at the end of the day, like, because I know a lot of the fans were thinking, oh, Bagsy's trying to be cool, this and that. Everyone has their demons and stuff, but they don't want to talk about it, obviously. And I'm not a rapper. I can't sit there and, like, I write. Look, I'm not going to lie. Like, I've got writtens in my phone, but I don't spit. I do it just so I can channel my own self out. And, but when it comes down to it, like, it just, it's one of those things, bro, where drugs are always going to be around and stuff like that. And like I've got myself to a certain point now where I'm happier than ever, and my family are fucking real proud of like where I'm at. Like I'll be straight up, like it's just they seem the fucking worst of me, like, and it was not good. And now my parents and my brother, like they're happier than ever to see that I bounced back and I was able to do it. Like I've done it with their help, and I've done it with mates as well. Like fucking shout out my boy Currents, like, and as well as my mate Ideal, who's here filming at the moment. Bro, like he's fucking like the people that were around me, and like I'm help like talking flows too. Like bro, I'll tell ya, this is the main reason I got sober or wanted to get sober. When I was sitting there editing Behind Bars, that's a 6-minute clip, bro. And that track, when he starts talking about what's the line? He goes, Sarah Cool, it fucks my head, and Zennies make my bones hurt. And then he mentions about how he had to get his mumsy to drive him around and stuff like that, and just a lot of the like the bars that that was in that track, and to see how far Flows has come from back to where he was to where he's at now, and like whilst I was editing it, like, and I've told him this, like I was still taking like Xans here and there just to, because like, with the problems I was having, just trying to get off them and stuff. But it got to a point where I was like, all right, as soon as I finish editing this video clip and it's posted, that's when I tried booking myself into rehab. But then since then, bro, I've just been going to doctors and just doing it myself, Got mates supporting me, helping me out. It's just been good, bro. But yeah. So
Yeah, wow. So just so I understand this correctly, so
yeah.
you were going through your substance abuse issues all the way up until you were editing that Flows video.
Yeah. Yeah. I've tried getting sober. I tried getting sober like when I moved to Sydney in 2020. And like it was hard because some doctors and stuff like that, they weren't helping me out. I was trying to get booked in to go see shrinks, and like it was too hard to get booked in because of COVID, and it was making things a lot harder. And then yeah, so up until once Behind Bars dropped, that's when I was like, all right, fuck it, this is when I need to take my life serious. I'm 26 this year, and like it's it's not doing anything better for me, like, so I'm proud to be sitting here saying, like, I've come so much further than what I was for fucking like. Bro, I've been on prescriptions for 10 years. You know, I've been taking prescriptions for 10 years. 16 years old, Zoloft, first ever prescription I got prescribed, and then that just sent me on a downhill spiral because I was getting treated like a guinea pig after that. You know, by like the doctors and stuff, they'd start giving you different ones, like fluvoxamine, like fucking, like just many others, bro. Like, it's just mental health, bro. It's a funny thing.
The lesson. 927. Oh yeah.